Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. So the premier annual literary fest, NGC Bocas Lit Festival, is here, and Children's Festival as well, from April the 25th to the 28th. And joining us in studio is Melvina Hazard, Children's Program Manager for Bocas Lit Fest, and also Dragon Zelly, a member of the Bocas team, along with Raeanne Hutton, our interpreter who you see at the bottom of your screen. Good morning, Melvina. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very good. How are you?
I am well, and it seems that you've brought along a guest with us as well. Good morning.
Good morning, miss.
And how are you?
I'm good.
And what's your name?
My name is Zelly.
Okay, Zelly. Thank you so much for coming on the show this morning.
It's nice here.
It is nice, isn't it? You ready to read?
I can't read big words yet, but I'm learning.
Well, that's okay. That's what Bocas Lit Fest is here for. Let's go across to Melvina, all right? So good morning again, Melvina, and welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. Before we get into this year's Children's Festival, tell us a little bit about the storytelling caravan that's coming up.
Okay, so we've halfway through our storytelling caravan, which is the main lead up to the Children's Festival. We've been in Matua, Sally Bay, we've been in Cedras, we've been in Moruga, we were at Couva last Saturday, and this Saturday we are going to be in Debe. Next Wednesday on the 17th, we're going to Tobago, and then on the 20th, we're going to be in Princestown, and then finally ending up at the Children's Festival on the 27th of April.
You've been all around the country over the last few weeks.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see Dragon Zelly clearly has enjoyed it as well. She's just there nodding.
Yeah, she had her first visit on last week Saturday. Her big brother, Dragon Zelly, has been going to all of these caravans actually.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So initiatives like Storytelling Caravan and the children's program are largely focused on fostering an interest in reading with children, right? And writing especially. Let's explain the importance of introducing these programs at such a young age.
All right. Well, it's very important to know that reading is essential for social and moral development, and also opening up the imagination, being able to see visually, to see words visually. No one is inherently born bad. So when you look at the crime situation in Trinidad, you think that if we had reading as an intervention, reading for pleasure from an early age, how could that person be transformed? So it's very important for sort of like ethical development, that children learn to read from an early age and to learn to love to read.
Oh, there we go. And this is why Dragon Zelly is here along for the journey as well. And yeah, and I can see Dragon Zelly is clearly enjoying being on the show this morning. Yes? Yes, okay, excellent. And we're happy to have you here too. So let's speak about the Children's Festival and the role that it plays with the annual festival in particular. What kind of activities can we look forward to? Okay,
so first of all, the theme for this year's festival is Imagine the Future, New Voices. And it really is about celebrating and promoting new voices. So in addition to new works from established writers like Paul Keynes Douglas, Alake Pilgrim, Mary Coffey, and Corinne Anaya Clark, who's a young writer, we also have some new works by children writers.
Okay.
And so we're very happy about that. We have like a new writer that we just discovered, Michelle Ali, who's writing about the wonderful tales, folklore of Trinidad and Tobago. We also have Peregrinades, we have Dolly Mass, we have Zachary Ransom, the young Calypso monarch. We also have workshops. And it's also very important, and it's one of the reasons why we have a sign language translator today, to promote the Children's Festival as being all-inclusive and accessible. It's very important that everybody feels welcome, regardless of your level of activity, of ability. So we will be having sign languages services provided by the Trinidad and Tobago Society for the Hearing Impaired, promoting Trinidad and Tobago Sign Language. We're also going to be wheelchair accessible for the mobility impaired. We are going to be trying as much as possible to make people feel comfortable, so that if children feel overwhelmed at the festival with crowds and noise, that we have an area called a comfort zone.
Nice.
And we have a well-being team. In the spirit of being inclusive, we are also working with the UNHCR to have a special bilingual storytelling session with the writers of Juanita, which is a bilingual book that's being featured in the festival. And Juanita is called Juanita Brings Us Together, the session.
Okay.
And it's going to be an interactive session in Spanish and English where it has like 50 refugee children and 50 English-speaking TNT children in a session learning about each other's language and just a virtual bilingual storytelling. We're also going to be having Anya Youngchi, who's going to be doing a read aloud session about refugees and sort of like educating children about who and what refugees are and sort of like the challenges that they go through.
This is fantastic and something, of course, that we need to see. So I would like to ask Zelly a question. Zelly, are you ready? Okay. Zelly, what is your favorite part of the Children's Festival?
I like to read and to meet other children.
Mm-hmm. And are you ready to meet other children?
Yes.
Wonderful. We're so happy to have you with us. Melvina, let's come back to you for a quick moment. Now, you've spoken about inclusivity being very important, brought in all these stakeholders, but one of the things that we need to know is the days, the locations, and so much more.
Okay, so the Children's Festival runs a little before the Adult Festival. So it starts on Tuesday, 25th April, and it runs for 2 days at City Hall. And it's hosted by the Mayor of Port of Spain. He's also going to be opening the festival, and he's going to be reading an excerpt from his favorite book. So we're very looking forward to that. We are also going to be over at Old Fire Station on the Thursday, where we have 2 workshops, including one by Anselm Douglas, who's also featured in the festival as a children's writer. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are going to be at the Nallis Children's Library, where we have several workshops. We have yoga, we have affirmations, we have the Family Reading Circle Festival Edition with our friends, Let's Read. That's on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday, we are going to be having Bocas Story Time, which is a facility for adult attendees of the festival to drop their children off, and they will be entertained by Bocas Story Time videos.
Oh, there's so much going on, and there's so much for children to enjoy. Is there a cost to attend? No,
it's all free. In fact, as much as possible, we're going to be providing snacks and treats for the children. So that's going to be very good. And for more information, you just go online to bocaslitfest.com/children and just check us out. There's a few workshops that you can register for. So please register your children or your schools. I think Dragon Zelly got very excited with the snacks. You like snacks, Dragon Zelly? Yep, snacks, sugar, yeah, excellent. Looking forward to that, and of course being there with your big brother, Dragonzilla, who we're all quite familiar with at the Now Morning Show and throughout Trinidad and Tobago. And looking forward to more Children's Lit Fest and Dragon Zelly being there. Thank you. Yeah, it's been amazing to talk to you this morning. But before we go, I just want to go back to the guiding principle for this year's festival, because you did touch on it very briefly. Can you just expound on it? Okay, so the theme is Imagine the Future, New Voices, but the principle that guides the principles that guide the children's program is to discover, develop, elevate and celebrate, and that is what we want to do, especially with the Caravan, going all over the country to discover new voices, have new writers approach us, seek out new writers, develop their skills and their talent through workshops, and then elevate and celebrate them by showcasing them in the festival, publishing them in the book from the Caravan. Absolutely wonderful. Well, Melvina, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you also to Raeanne Hutton, our interpreter, and Dragon Zelly. Thank you so much for being with us this morning as well, and hoping that you're going to really enjoy the Bocas Lit Fest. So cute. This is the Now Morning Show talking about the Bocas Lit Fest and the Children's Festival. You don't want to miss it. Make sure that you follow them on all social media platforms and go out and enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this break.